and I'm here with Lance Gibson Jr., who will be fighting Marcus Sorin at Bellator 257 on April 17th. Lance, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you, man?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, no problem. No problem. I had a little bit of free time before my doctor's appointment, so yeah.
Yeah. So, obviously, last year, 2020, the entire world span into chaos. The world was disrupted, MMA world disrupted. I was speaking to Desiree Yanez yesterday, who fights on the card with you. And just like you, 2020, luck was just not on your side. Fights falling apart because of COVID, because of this and that. Just really unfortunate. So how does it feel to finally be getting back in there on April 17th against Marcus Sorin?
Oh, it feels great. You know, it's been a long time coming. So at the end of the day, I get to go in there and do what I've planned to do the last couple of times. So it's nothing new.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just going to be exciting to actually get it done this time.
Awesome, yeah. It's facing off against Marcus. You know, he's a fairly experienced guy. He's been in Bellator for a while now. Before that, he was in the PFL, I think World Series of Fighting back then. So what are your thoughts on him as an opponent facing someone with that level of experience?
It's awesome. I have a lot of respect for Marcus. He's a great fighter. I've seen him fight. I've been in the backstage with him before a few times for my last fight. I've seen his fights before this when I was just watching Bellator. So it's awesome to be able to share the cage with him. And I plan on going there and showcasing what I'm about and all my skills. I believe all my skills are way too much for him. And I'll be able to show that on the 16th.
Looking forward to it, yeah. So on the next card and the card that you're fighting on, we obviously have the the Bellator Light Heavyweight Grand Prix happening on those cards. A lot of big names, former UFC champions, Bellator champions competing on those cards. Are there any fights in this tournament that you've got your eye on that you're looking forward to, or any just general Bellator fights that you've personally got your eye on?
Well, I was really excited for the Romero and Anthony Johnson fight because that's pretty amazing, obviously. Romero he's one of my favorite wrestlers of all. Well, he's one of the greatest wrestlers of all time the sport's ever seen, besides obviously Khabib, who's amazing too as well, and many other names, but he's awesome. And Phil Davis, I'm really excited for that fight. I believe that he might be able to get it done this time, so I'm excited for him. And Julia Budd, my teammate, she's going to be fighting on the same card as me, so I'm extremely excited for that. And I'm excited for my own fight too as well. So we got a lot going on in Bellator, so everybody better come check it out.
Absolutely. Every time I remember that Yoel Romero won a silver medal in the Olympics 21 years ago, that is just really insane. And he's not slowed down a step. Yeah,
at all.
not at all. That fight with Rumble, it was this dream fight in all of our heads for so long, and then suddenly Bellator just put it together. It just out of nowhere. Oh.
Yeah. So that one's exciting for sure.
That one's exciting. My hunch, that leads on to my next question. Do you have a feeling about who will emerge victorious? Because my hunch is Nemkov gets it done, but my heart is with Yoel Romero. That's who I want.
Yeah, I think I think Romero should be able to. One thing I feel like everybody still hasn't seen is his true ability. Like, he's shown a lot in the sport, but I don't think anybody's seen what he can actually really do. The guy's pretty amazing as an athlete and a fighter, so it's pretty cool. I'm excited for him.
Yeah, he's a freak athlete. Obviously, everyone knows the Olympic wrestling background, but we just don't see it because he's just standing there and then exploding and putting people to.
Yeah, totally.
he just has that elite ability just in his back pocket at all times.
Yeah.
For those
pretty cool.
That don't know, you are the son of martial artist and UFC alumni Lance Gibson Sr., who fought in the UFC. I believe it was 2000 he last fought in the UFC, which is crazy. Like, think how far the sport's come since then. So
I know.
How important was it in your MMA career, I guess your MMA journey, having him as an active competitor as you were growing up and now having him in your corner, you know, him having that level of experience behind him?
You know, when I was a kid, I feel like it was kind of hidden when he was going for his fights because everybody was so nervous. It was like it was not, so yeah, it's amazing honestly at the end of the day, and being able to watch him as a kid train and do it and make it seem like it was nothing, it kind of taught me, oh wow, this is awesome, this is fun, this is life. Like I enjoy this. I enjoy to train and I enjoy to do martial arts at the end of the day. So now being able to get paid to do it and have my dad in my corner and my family in my corner, it's amazing at the end of the day.
But now that he's on the other side, you know, he's not in the cage anymore, he's watching you compete. Does he have that worry, that fear in him, or is he just so used to it, so immersed in the game that it doesn't bother him?
So I believe, as obviously being family, you're going to have that at all times, obviously, because there's just that extra care for your family. But the way I try to train and try to fight is I try to leave no area for that. So I try to be strategic in my attacks and strategic in my battle to where there's no area for worry or nerves or any of that stuff, because I go in there and I handle business and there's no question that I'm going to. So for him, he gets to relax in there and enjoy the process.
I'm sure he appreciates that.
Yeah.
So from following you on social media, I couldn't help notice a post from a while back. You were sporting a pretty sweet Bret the Hitman Hart jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would like to own that bad boy. Are you a wrestling fan?
Yeah, you know, so being able to model for that company, Roots of Fight, who commemorates all the greats in every sport, it's an honor. So being able to wear his jacket, it was definitely an honor. And being a fellow Canadian as well, that was really cool to represent it. And yeah, I love all the stuff, and that one specifically, it catches everybody's eye because the way the pink pops on the logo on the black silhouette, it just looks great. So yeah.
Yeah, that color scheme's definitely like his signature. He definitely was he your guy? Like growing up, did you watch him?
You know, I didn't watch a lot of wrestling because I was so into I was always watching MMA. So I didn't get to watch a lot of wrestling. I played the video games, but yeah. So I mainly was like looking up to former UFC fighters like Chuck Liddell and all those guys when I was a kid. So.
Yeah, cool. Awesome. So before I let you go, man, for those MMA UK viewers and readers who've never seen a Lance Gibson fight before, tell them what they can expect from you at Bellator 257, because for those that don't know, in your pro career, unless I'm mistaken, you have yet to have a fight go the distance.
Yeah, so I mean, if you watch me, you'll see a masterful performance. I like to go in there and display a masterpiece. I'm not just a fighter. I don't just like to go in there and swing my head down and not see what I'm hitting. I like to aim and I like to fire, like Israel Adesanya said. So I like to be precise with all my strikes. I like to go in there and be explosive, show my physical attributes, but not only just my physical attributes, my technical. So you'll see a lot of technique. You'll see explosiveness. You'll see strength. You'll see all that stuff. But it's not just that runs my game. It's going to be a lot of technique, and you'll see a great performance. So don't blink. I plan on finishing the fight regardless of what my opponent's been through. So,
well, if that didn't get the people excited, I don't know what will. A lot of people obviously have their eyes on the main event, the title fights, but Bellator 257, the whole card is stacked from start to finish. So, so I know I'm going to be cheering for the fight. Hopefully all the MMA UK viewers will do the same. Lance, thank you so much for joining us, taking the time out of your day. Really appreciate it. Good luck with fight week, with the fight itself. I'm rooting for you. Hope it all goes your way.
Thank you. I appreciate it, and thank you for your time as well.
All right, take it easy, man. Have a good day.
See ya.